Your Majesties, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for always returning. Trust you and yours are well and you are loving yourself. I know this, like always, many thanks to all of you for the support to give to the channel. Thank you so much to our channel members, to our anonymous supporters, to all of you my esteemed subscribers. You're loved, celebrated and appreciated. The church is the most dangerous place that seems to be the safest place, and that is the danger. You know, a place that you think is the safest place on earth, that you can find peace and you feel is a place you connect with what you believe in as the divine, is the most dangerous place that you can be or leave children without supervision. And this same organization advises you that you should come in with your little children and leave them to them. Leave your children, leave your words to them to take care of for you, because they are the best people to teach your children the way to the Almighty. But is this what we see in our communities today and societies? The atrocities committed in churches today are more than what is committed in the bars and clubs, where the world have seen as a dirty place. When you hear the word bar, you hear the word, okay, let's say club, what comes to mind is dirty thoughts. When you hear the word church, what comes to mind is holiness. But reverse is the case these days, that you can't even differentiate between the two of them. It's not just these days. This is what has been happening since the establishment of this organization called the church. But the reason why they had got us so hard and they succeed in the evil they do without anyone questioning them is because they made you believe that that is the holy place, is a place of God. So you will never expect that things that happen in churches would happen. Why am I drawing your attention to this? I stumbled upon some information on mainstream media, how, you know, it's not just today, it has been there. It has been there that pastors, priests, custodians of the word of your God, people that the world see as people that are holy, are involved in some dirty act with our children. Okay? They go after kids. The reason why I had attention, my attention was drawn to this is because this very man moved around Africa, some countries in Africa, and, you know, did some dirty acts with children in Africa as well. And I believe he will be more successful here, because we are so tied to religion that the moment a priest or a pastor is calling your child, is becoming so close to your child, you won't think otherwise. You would think, oh, it's for the best. You push your child to them, even when there are some children that don't like going to some pastors. There are some children that don't like going to some priests. But the parents are the cause. The parents will be forcing the children to go. Some parents will begin to suspect that their children have joined secret societies because the child don't want to go close to a priest. You don't know what that child is seeing in that man of God, your man of God. You don't know what that man of God is doing to your child, that your child might not be free enough to say to you. Who knows whether that man has even, threatened your child. A lot of abuses done by these people that hide under the shadow of your God. A lot of evil done to children. People's lives have been destroyed from childhood by these people. And they keep happening till today. Even as I speak, it's still happening. Majority of we parents, we don't want to see the truth for what it is, because we are still tied under the consciousness of religion. So these people do what they want to do with our kids, and they go without being punished. They go without being punished. It is unfortunate that we live in a society like this at this point. Let's listen to this brief information and we'll take it up from there.
Yes, so this all relates to a man called John Smythe, who abused dozens of boys in the UK in the 1970s and 80s, and then went on to abuse many more in Zimbabwe and South Africa more recently than that. And the criticism in particular directed at the Archbishop of Canterbury was that he was told about John Smythe's abuse in 2013, and the criticism in a report outlined last week was that he did not do enough to pursue those allegations, to make sure that they were being properly investigated. John Smythe died in 2018, but he continued to abuse boys right up until his death in 2018, 5 years after Justin Welby knew. The Archbishop of Canterbury apologised last week for failing, in his words, to energetically pursue those allegations in 2013. He said as recently as last week that he would not be resigning. He had apologised for those failures, but as you say, that statement coming in the last few minutes. And I suppose the key key paragraph from that is that he hopes this decision makes clear how seriously the Church of England understands the need for change.
Why will he pursue allegations when he knows that it is the truth? There is no denial. They know amongst themselves that this is what is going on. He should know that this is what his brother does. He is aware. Not pursuing the allegations is protecting the image of the brother and protecting the image of the church, because the church comes first. So all that they do is to protect the image of the church. What about those who have been molested? What about those whose life have been destroyed by what they did to these children? They don't care about the effects this thing has on these children at the long run. The interest is protecting the image of the church. We accuse people up and down. We point accusing fingers on people up and down. But have we taken time to sit and look within ourselves the evil that we do to the world in return? No, we have not. All is in the name of the church. All is for the sake of the church. For the sake of the church, you know your brother is wrong. You cover your brother's secrets. You try to protect and defend your brother, because when you defend your brother, you are defending the church. You know, some of these things is a bit hard for people like us to say. People that have been in the system. You know exactly what is going on in the system. You know what you saw in the system. And most of the times, the reason why I do not even have episodes like this is because when you do, people will not believe you. When you say it, people will not believe. Even if you are the victim, people will still come and insult you that you are the devil. You forget that those people wearing those white and putting that cap on their head are the demons. You don't know. It is a victim you come after. Especially in the continent of Africa, the moment they hear that something has gone on between you and a so-called man of God, they say, you are the devil. The devil have sent you to go and bring down the man of God. But there is no thought in their head. What if this man of God is the devil? What if this man of God is the problem? People will not think like that. A lot of people's life have been destroyed. Many people have been molested and taken advantage of by so-called men of God and women of God. They are not able to come out and talk. They can't say anything. Because if they say, people will not believe them. This is a fact, Your Majesties. I think I shared my story here while I left religious life. I was stigmatized for it in the continent of Africa by my own brothers and sisters. I was stigmatized, if not because there is a mission for me, if not because my ancestors are behind me strongly, if not because the creator of the universe knew that everything I'm doing is for my own salvation and the salvation of those around me, I don't think I would have made it up to this point. I shared it. I think that was the very first video. I mean, please don't watch that video. I was very awkward there. Your Majesties, I was stigmatized because it was like, I don't want to be holy. That's why I now cut off from religious life. Or maybe I've done one evil. It's those people who do evil that live religious life. A lot of allegations, left, right, center. People say things that sometimes, if not, like I told you, it's just for the grace. It's just for the grace. That's why I was able to hold on. Up until today, those my classmates who are still in the life, they go up and down secretly looking for informations about me to know whether I'm doing well, to know whether I'm not doing well, to know whether I'm begging on the street, to know, they want to know everything about me so that they can go and laugh at me. These are holy people. These are people that you see them put their veil and wear their cross. You say you have seen God and the angel. A lot of you don't know what is going on in that circle. A lot of you don't know what is going on in the system. And it is unfortunate. The kind of world that we live in, Your Majesties. The kind of God that we say we are serving. Sometimes we need to ask ourselves questions. We need to ask ourselves questions. This is the kind of world that we live in. That when something happens between a so-called church and a so-called individual, people will tend to conclude that the individual is the problem. The church does not have a problem. Because those who are even in the system of the church will do everything possible to protect the name of the church. So they are ready to destroy your reputation. They are ready to destroy your name and preserve the name of the church. This is what you have to have in your head. A lot of evil are done in the name of church that are held secret. Because the moment you enter that system, you learn secrecy. You learn secrecy. It becomes an oath that you have to take. Keep quiet. Whatever you see, keep quiet. Your own is to show to the world that it is all good here and all holy. But you that is inside the system, you are the one that knows what is going on inside. And they've molded this institute in a way that if you go out to talk, this is the evil going on inside, oh. They molded the society, the world in a way that the moment you talk, people will not even believe you. People will say you are a devil. Because they've made you believe that the church is all holy. Nothing evil is close to the church. But the evil that happens in the church, the evil that happens in the system is more than what is happening in the world. Those of you that know, you know. There's no point even dragging too much. Whether you agree or whether you refuse to agree. The evil that happens in this organized body called the church is worse than what you see outside. You can compare the church with all these dirty politics. In short, politics itself originated from the church because there was a time that the church was involved in the rulership of the world. They were the ones that installed kings. They were the ones that were in charge of kingdoms. When they tell you the church is a business, an institute that was organized by the supremacists, you think that somebody is just joking. The way the world is so corrupt, the government is so corrupt, that is how the church is. But the difference is that of the government, people believe it, but the church, people will never believe. Because it is religion. And they have tied you under the consciousness. It is a particular consciousness. And so it is, the more you believe that the church is infallible, that's the word. The church is infallible. The church can never fail. Whatever the church do is a good thing. And that's why the church went around in the name of crusade, take out people's lives, steal people's property, excavated where they are not supposed to excavate, and pile up treasures that does not belong to them. And they say it is the right thing because they told you that the church is infallible. The church can conclude and take out anybody at any time. You don't have to question because the church is infallible. That's what they've told you. Your Majesties. That's what they've told you. I'm going to leave you here today. I don't want to say too much. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We need to open our eyes and see beyond the physical. A lot is going on in the world. The world is not what we think it is. The world is not what we think it is. Things are happening, Your Majesties. I'm going to see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive, always, Your Majesties. Bye for now.